some time up in the shallows as well. Hopefully finding some drifters. Try for that. Okay, see ya.
Well, hey there, Franz and Anemones. It's your buoy, Underwater Pat. Thanks for dealing with that overly squeaky intro, and we will be back after this. Clearly, I'm just trying to make sure that viewer retention is at an absolute minimum. As you can see, this vermilion rockfish also wanted nothing to do with the video. But hey, if you're still here, well, we are heading down into the submarine canyon, being greeted along the way by some absolutely marvelous fishes. This is a rather large copper rockfish, hanging out next to its lingcod friend here, Ophiodon elongatus, the lingcod. That scientific name means that this intro is overly long in the tooth as well. But we're going down on this school side of North Monastery. There's a sand waterfall on my right and heading down this rock wall to about 95 feet here to the sledge with some familiar canary rockfishes, Sebastes Pininger. They are a not too common to see in the Monterey Bay area rockfish. They tend to be a little bit deeper. Wait, let's zoom in here. Let's enhance. There we go. Sebastes Pininger means I'm the one with the long fins. So take that as you will. You probably see that on some rockfish dating apps. But they've got their pectoral fins hanging on down there. These are young, still have that black mark on their dorsal fin. And then all the way at the bottom of the dive, this is 115 feet exactly, 35 meters, happy 35th to me, is a rosy rockfish. This is a modeled version of a rosy rockfish, Sebastes rosaceus, and here is the spotted version of the same fish. But who knows, given how many different types of rockfish species there are, maybe we'll find out that these are two different ones eventually. In any case, rosy rockfish, one of those fishes that are magnificent to find down in the depths. Here is a gopher rockfish, one of those rockfishes that is separated on species based on depth. You tend to see these deeper than the identical black and yellow rockfishes that outcompete them in the shallows. Marvelous fish. Sebastes meaning magnificent, just like that copper rockfish hiding out. And there is another cast of characters. Here is a Velcro star, Stylasterius foreri. Stylaster, kind of like stiletto. And here is a red sea urchin, another part of the echinoderm group. And then here is a crown urchin that I was wondering if I might find there. These crown urchins have got that blue iridescence in their body there. These are an import from the last El Nino marine heat wave combo that we had about 10 years ago. Here you can see on iNaturalist that this is the northernmost range of the crown urchin. The most northern one was found over at the wharf by my buddy Andrew. And then we have a couple that are found over here at Monastery Beach. Zooming in, you'll see my observation right there. And this was one I was expecting to find on a different rock, but seems like it marched in shallow to go munch on some kelp or something like the rest of the urchins. There were a few nudibranchs as well. That's a blood spot nudibranch. And here is a leopard dorid, a San Diego dorid. And you might notice all of the particulate in the water there. But a magical mollusk that I was not expecting to see on this dive is this giant Pacific octopus. My first ever giant Pacific octopus confirmed here in Monterey Bay. Look at those suction cups. I first noticed a bright white flash. I thought maybe I had scared away a lingcod of some kind. And here are some photos that I took of it once I realized I was dealing with an octopus. So there it is hiding away. There you can see the siphon coming out. We'll zoom in on this a little bit. There's the eye above the siphon, some of those beautiful suction cups. One of them was about the size of a golf ball, I want to say. I was a little bit narked though, and you can see maybe some of that narcosis in this image, trying to get a little artsy with it. Hard to make an animal that doesn't want to come and play look like it's in action, but there it is, that beautiful giant Pacific octopus. I've only seen one other one before. It was off of Big Sur. I've got that video coming up here in a second, but I was very surprised to see this one. The water's been very cold this year. It's a La Nina year, so about 48-degree water, and they tend to hang out in the deeper part of Monterey Bay for that cold water. So maybe when it's colder, they come up a little bit shallower. It's been about 10 years since anyone's seen a giant Pacific octopus over at Monastery Beach that I am aware of. Maybe if you've seen one, just sound out in the comments. So here I am shakily trying to film the animal, and I just can't believe it. Here's the selfie cam. Grunting, and you'll hear me say, I can't believe it. Yeah, I used to talk a little bit more on the dives. Listen to this off of Big Sur, my first time seeing one. Yeah, I had a little bit more energy for self-expression about 10 years ago. But anyway, you're going to hear a few more squeals and screams. Yeah, you always remember your first giant Pacific octopus. So that was mine over off of Big Creek. And it was so exciting. I went back just a few days ago to see if I couldn't find the octopus again. Unfortunately, by the time I got to its lair, well, it looks like it had already moved on. So not a brooding female like I had maybe originally thought. So I hope everything's okay with our GPO friend, Godspeed in any case. And looks like this rockfish is enjoying some available housing. Always a plus on the Monterey Peninsula. Later on the dive, I found this gorgeous, exciting extravaganza of an egg yolk jellyfish, Phacelophora kamchatka. These are awesome. They are their own little zip code in the water column. And if we zoom in here on the spicy danger noodles, you may see that there is a little hitchhiker on the bell. It's going to come into view here shortly. This little friend is a young, graceful cancer crab closely related to Dungeness crabs. And when they're young, they like to hang out on the backs of these jellies. They act as little bodyguards, eating parasites. And then they'll also nosh on a little bit of that jelly when they can. When we zoom out here from this photo, you'll see some scalloping on the bell right there. That's where the crab was going to town, enjoying some jelly treats. Coming back into the shallows, well, the visibility wanted to be good. This camera is making it look a little bit better than it was. But on my safety stop, when I saw the giant Pacific octopus about a month ago, there was another first for me, which was this comb jelly, Euplocamus. I'd never seen this one before, and as far as I can tell from iNaturalist, according to Dr. Claudia Mills, this is going to be the southernmost observation of this particular species. They tend to be found up further north in Alaska, British Columbia. So pretty neat. You never know what you're going to see on a dive out there in Monterey Bay. Couple of firsts, giant Pacific octopus friend. Hey, that's the dive. Thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll leave you with this.